Hello everyone. So today I came here with the part 2 of Python programming language. In this video, I will explain about the basic fundamental parts of Python programming language. So let us start our discussion here. So whenever we learn about certain language, what is the first thing we learn? We learn about the alphabets, right? Then after that we learn how to construct a word, then sentence, then vocabularies, along with that punctuations and others things. So like this we will learn how to write any type of languages, okay, whether it is in English, Hindi, Assamese, Bengali, any other language. So in computer language also we have to learn certain basic things through which we can write the program. Okay, now whenever we will write a program, we will use certain characters for that. Not only the alphabets, we will use certain characters. So what are the character we will use here is listed here. First of all, we can use letters. Okay, any letters we can use from A to Z, and small letter A to Z also. So mind it, the Python programming language is case sensitive. Case sensitive means it recognizes the capital and the small letter differently. Means if we write the word apple with a small letter and this one, and if you and again if you write with capital A and PPLE, then Python will take this one, this apple and this apple differently. Okay, so again we can use digits also. From any numbers from 0 to 9, we can use any digit in constructing the program. Spatial symbols like some operators, plus, minus, multiplications, slash, okay, the first bracket, second bracket, third bracket, modulus operators, like these spatial symbols can be used. Okay, white spaces, any blank space, tab are also used in the construction of the Python, and other such characters. We will learn in one by one when we will go in details about all this, about the Python programming. Okay, now tokens. What is a token? Token is the smallest unit of a program. For example, whenever we speak about the smallest part of a language, we generally use the term word, right? Alphabet, okay, alphabet is the smallest character. Digits is also the smallest character, but to represent a particular thing, we use the term word. For example, if you use the term boy, or if you use the term man, or tiger, these are what? These are simple words with the help of which we will understand that they have certain meaning in it. Okay, similarly there are certain part of the program which has certain meaning in it, and they are the smallest part of the program, and combinations of this part will create the program. Okay, so what are the smallest units of a Python programming language? Okay, these things are mainly common in other programming language also. So first of all, you have the keyword, then you have identifiers, literals, operators, punctuators. So we will discuss about all these things in details one by one. Now about keyword. Now what are keyword? Keyword are a reserved word which have certain meaning, means they have already been defined. Certain words are already there and which has their own meaning. Who have defined it? The compiler of the program or the interpreter of the program has already defined the meaning of this word. We will just use this word in our program, and whenever you will use this word, it will ascertain that okay, this word is used and it is used for this purpose. So some of the keywords are just like false, true, none, for, in. Now you will get, those who are new programmer, you will get confused about this name, so I am not going in detail about this, but keep in mind that these are certain names. This is some of the keywords. Okay, there are so many keywords also there. So these are the certain keywords which are, whenever you will use it, it will have its own meaning within it. Okay, so keyword cannot be used as an identifier name. So before that we should know what is an identifier. So identifier is also a one type of token, but keep in mind that this identifier cannot use the name of the keyword. Okay, so our next is identifiers. Okay, so identifier is also a type of tokens. So what are they? They are the fundamental building block of a program which have certain name in it. So it actually, you can think as it is an place where you can store certain things. Okay, for example, some of the identifiers are variables, objects, classes, functions, list, dictionary. So I think those who are new programmer, you don't have much knowledge about objects, class, functions, list and dictionary. You will come to know in detail when we will proceed our discussion in our later videos. Now about variable, you have, I think you have learned about variable in maths also. So what is a variable? Variable is a, actually it's a entity which is used for holding some values, right? So in programming also, variables are certain entity which is used for holding certain values. It may be a character, it may be a number, anything. Okay, so like this you have other type of identifiers which are used for defining certain name, for holding certain values in the program. Okay, now when you will name certain identifiers, for example in maths, how you define a variable, we generally write like this: x equal to 5, right? Like this. So if you assign it, okay, the x is a variable, it is used for holding the value 5. Similarly, in Python also, we will define certain variables, objects, these are all identifiers. But whenever we will give the name of this identifier, we should follow certain rules for it. Like this, anything you cannot give the name. You have to follow certain rules for it. So what are the rules? These are the rules. First rule is that the identifier name can consist of any letters, digits, and special character, only underscore. You cannot use any other special character like hyphen or semicolon for giving the name of an identifier. You can use only underscore for it. And the first character cannot start with a digit. Means you cannot start any identifier name with a digit. You cannot define a variable name like 9x. Okay, but you can define as x9. Is the name of the variable which is used for holding the value like this. Sorry, x9 is used for example, holding the value 5. Okay, so like this you can give, but this one is not valid. Okay, Python treats upper and lower case letter differently. Means if you have defined it as x small x equal to 5 and here you have defined capital X equal to 5, Python will understand this capital X as different thing and this small x as different thing. They will not take both the small case letter and uppercase letter. Means small case means small letter and uppercase means capital letter. Same thing. They will treat it as a different thing. An identifier must not be a keyword. The same thing we have just got in the previous slide, that you cannot give the name of an identifier as a keyword. What are some of the keywords we have already defined, like true, false. But if you have written here x equal to true, if you write here x equal to true, then you will get here error message there, because true is a keyword and you cannot assign this value to an identifier. Okay. Next, literals. Now what are literals? Literals are the data item which have certain fixed value. You can also term it as a constant value. Now whenever you will give certain names to the identifier or certain values to the identifier, we will give certain values or names for that. So that name or values are the literals, you can say here. So there are different types of literals in Python. You have string literals, you have numerical literals, Boolean literals, and spatial literals. Now what are they? We will discuss it practically one by one. Okay, so before that I will show you one example here. Now as I have told you, you can define a identifier. So first identifier I will show you about the variable. Let us take x equal to 5. Okay, so this is a I can assign it x is a variable. It is holding the value 5 here. Okay, so this is one statement. Then if I write here print x. Now what is the meaning of this statement? This print is a function. Okay, and here inside this function, whatever you will write, it will give you the output here. I am using here the interpreter mode. Okay, so print, if I write print x, what is the value you will get? You know, you will get here 5 because x is holding the value 5. But if I write here print in semicolon, inside this in semicolon I am writing here print semicolon x, then what you will get here? only x, because this x is taking it as a string value or the constant value. So whatever you write inside this double quotation, it is taking as a string, okay, or the constant value. And here if you write only the variable name, it will give you the value of that variable. Okay, now we were discussing about string literals. Okay, the string literals, if I write here x equal, if I write here x equal to a, b, c. So this is a string literal. So if I write here print a, b, c, what you will get here? Sorry, it is just printing mistake. I have to write it. The spelling of print is wrong. It should be print. If you get an error message, it will show you the error message. And I am telling you, to get an error message, it is good. Whenever you will know how to correct the error, it will be more beneficiary for you to learn the program. Okay, so A, B, C, if I write it like this, sorry, it was X, I think I have given the title, print X. Okay, so it is giving us the value ABC. Okay, now this is a string. So if I want to know the type of this variable, I can use one function, type X. This is another function. These are all inbuilt functions. This has already been defined by the compiler or interpreter here. Okay, so type X. If I write a type X, then you will get here the output as what type of variable it is. Okay, so class string str. What is a data type? Okay, data type means what type of value it is storing. Now if I write here the same variable, I am using x equal to 5. Okay, now if I write here type, if I write a type x, what you will get? Class int, means it is an integer. Means integer means it is holding the integer value like the digits, okay, without fractional part. Okay, now if I write here x equal to 5.5, and I am writing type x, what you will get here? Class float. So all about float is another data type. Data types means, again I am repeating, it is used for defining what type of data it is. So about this float integer we will discuss in detail in our next video. Now float is used for holding decimal numbers. Okay, now we were discussing about the string. Okay, string, numerical literals. So string, I think you have understood about the string literals. Okay, about numerical literals also, these are the numerical literals. This 5 is a numerical literal. X is a variable, it's a one type of identifier. ABC is a string literal. Okay, then you have the boolean. Now boolean literals. What are boolean literals? Boolean literals are the literals which have only two values. One is true and one is false. Okay, now if I write here same variable I am using, x okay, and if I write here type x, so you are getting a class bool. What do you mean by bool? Bool is an indication to know that it is a boolean variable. Okay, okay, the now last one is spatial literal. Spatial literal means none. So whenever you don't want to enter any value there in any type of identifier, means you want to keep it blank, not even 0. 0 also term it as a number. Okay, so in that case we will define it with none. None means nothing. So if you write here x equal to none, it will take it as a non literal. Okay, so if you write here type x, now you are getting none type. None type means it is holding, it is not holding any value there. Clear? Now, okay, before explaining operator, I want to explain you one thing about the string literals and numeric literals. Okay, So string literal, if I want to type, okay, now if I write here text, you have used text is a variable, text equal to hello. Okay, now if I write here print text, what it will print? Oh, spelling of print is again wrong. Print text. So what it will print? Hello. Now if I write here, I want to write a long sentence. Okay. Now, sorry. If I write here text equal to hello. So mind it, whenever you write any string, you have to write inside a double quotation. Hello. Then how are you? Okay. And I write here print text. So it is displaying the same line. Hello, how are you? So for that, what you have to write here, see. If I write here text equal to hello, then I write here how are you, means I want to display the second line. Okay, so see how it is displaying here. How are you? Text hello, how are you? We are getting how are you here. Now if I write here print text, you are getting only hello. You are not getting this two line in different line. Now try to understand it. So you have written there text equal to hello. When you press the enter, it will understand that only hello is stored in this variable. And you have written here how are you. It is taking it as an input, and for the output without printing only, it is giving you the output. Without the print command, it is giving you the output how are you. So if I want to display in the next line for date, how can I write it? Okay, you can write it using a triple quotation. Again, one thing I have to tell you that whenever you define anything, I think in the first video I have explained you. So when you define a string, you can define inside a single quotation, double quotation or triple quotation also. Okay. If I write here text equal to inside a triple quotation 1, 2, 3. So hello. Even if I press the enter, it will understand that okay, it is not completed here. Okay. Then how are you? Then I will close the triple bracket here. Okay. Now I will write here, or I will use the function print text. So okay, it is displaying the second line, first line, second line. So whenever you want to display in numbers of line, we can use multi-line string. We can use the triple quotation here. And if you use a double quotation, even if you have written the second line, it will not come as a next line like this. Okay. Okay. Now let us discuss something about the numeric literals. Okay. Numeric literals, as you have known that it is used for storing numbers. Okay. So numbers may be of different type. It may be of integers. It may be of decimal numbers. Okay. It may be of complex numbers also. So Python can accept both integers, float and complex number. We will mostly discuss about integer and the decimal number. Okay. Now integer letters are the letters which is used for holding the integer value. Okay. Integer value means it can be any positive values. Okay. Integer values means any values without any decimal number, either it is a positive or negative. Okay. Now when you have written as x equal to 5, then if I write here type is, as I have told you, type is used to see the data type of the variable. Okay. Data type means what type of data. So you are getting class int. Now if I write here x equal to 5.5. Now mind it, those who have done little bit programming, you know that in other programming language like Java, C++, we have to define the data type when we declare a variable. But in Python, it is very easy. Whenever you use one variable, like here x equal to 5 you have written, at that time only the Python will understand that x is used for storing the integer variable. Okay, whenever you write x equal to 5.5, the Python will understand that x is used for storing the float variable. Float variable means it's used with decimal numbers. Okay, now if I write here, now type x, then it is giving you the class float. Okay, now these floating numbers can be represented either as an exponential form or a fractional form. Okay, so exponential form will be in the consist of like e 10 to the power 10, like it is expressed in the form of 13, like this. We can write it as x equal to, if I write here 2.0, this way of representing the float number is known as fractional form. Now if I write here y equal to 0.35 E01. What is the meaning of it? You know, it is 0.35 into 10 to the power 1. Okay, which is equal to, I am just writing here, 0.35 into 10 to the power 1. This is the power of 1. Okay, so in programming, in Python programming, if you can write it in an exponential form like this. Now, if I write here type x, you are getting float. Now if I write here type y, again you are getting float. But these two are different way of representing the floating point number. This part, this is known as the fractional way of representing. This is known as exponent form of representing. In exponent form, this part, okay, this part is known as the mantissa. Okay, and this part is known as the exponent. Okay, clear? Now let us discuss about operators. Operator is also one part of the tokens. Okay, means the fundamental unit of the program. So operators are the special symbols which are used for doing arithmetic and logical computations. Okay, the value that the operator operates on it are called operand. Now if I want to do the arithmetic operation a plus b or a into b, that or a is or to find the comparison a is greater than b or not, these type of expressions are used with the help of certain operators. So what are different types of operators used in the programming language? Here we will focus on the Python programming language. We'll discuss in this session now. Whenever certain operations are done which use only one operand at a time. One operand means only one type of operand, one type of either a, for example, only one operand is used. In that type of operator are known as urinary operators. So here if I will explain about this urinary operator, who don't know about programming, you will get confused. Whenever we will do the next chapters one by one, you will definitely get to know about all these things. Okay, but keep in your mind that when only one operand is used for any type of operations, then that type of operators are known as urinary operators. Urinary operator, that's plus. You may be thinking that plus is used for addition. Yes, if we use with a two operand, it is used for additions. But if it is used with a single operand, like if I am using here like plus a, so in that case it will define a different meaning. Clear? So like this we have different operators are like minus, urinary minus, then bitwise complement, logical negations. Okay, I'm not going in detail about all these things. We will definitely discuss in our next further videos. Okay, then we have binary operators. Binary means two. So whenever there are two operands to operate, these type of operators are known as binary operators. So some binary operators are, first of all, we have make this according to, we have arranged this according to their operations. We have first is the arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are the operators which are generally used for doing mathematical operations like plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. Now what is the use of this modulus? So when we divide any number by another number, okay, so if we divide a number, for example 5 divided by 2, so you get the answer as 2 and remainder as 1. Now if we just divide it, you will get the answer as 2. Okay, and but if I want to get the remainder value, which is 1, in that case you will use the operator modulus. This modulus is used for getting the remainder value of a number when a number is divided by another number. Okay. Exponential. Exponential means which is used to get the power of a number. That means if I want to get the value of 2 to the power 3. So how to write this one? We can use directly this function to double star here. Instead of single star, we are using double star. If you use single star, it will determine it is a multiplication. If you use double star, then it will determine that it is an exponential. Okay. Now floor divisions. These things also I will explain you when we will do certain program in our further videos. Now relational operators to find whether it's a less than, greater than, less than, equal to. Okay, greater than, equal to. Less than, equal to means if I have a less than, equal to b, then it will determine either a is less than b or it is equal to b, not greater than b. Okay, if I write a less than b, then it will determine a is less than b or not. If it is equal to also, it will not give you the correct answer. Okay, this equal to is used for equal to, and this one is used for not equal to. Now you may be thinking that, ma'am, what is the difference between equal to and equal to? Okay, now for this, if I write here, see, x equal to 10. Now what is the meaning of this statement? This statement is used for as determining that the value of x is holding the value 10. Okay, now if I want to check whether the value of x is equal to 10 or not, for that I will use here x equal to 10. Okay, now for like this, see, if I write here x equal to 10, it is giving you true. And mind it, every relational operator will give you only two results, either true or false. Yes, if it is satisfying the condition, it is true. If it is not satisfying, then it is false. Okay, now if I write here x not equal to 10, means it is showing that if x is not equal to 10, this operator is used for not equal to, then it will give you false because x equal to 10. But if I write here x equal to 8, then it will give you false because x was equal to 10 only. Okay, till now it is getting, because after assigning, you are not using any other variable to store the value there. You are just using the relational operator to test. But if I write here again x equal to 8, now what is the meaning of it? Now x was holding 10, now x is holding 9. Now if I again write x equal to 8, now it will give you true because now x is holding 8, not 10. Okay. So this was all about relational operator. Now you have certain assignment operator. Just now I have explained you about the assignment operator. All these operators we will discuss while discussing some programs. Okay, you have logical operators, identity operators, you have other operators like bitwise operators, shift operators, then you have membership operators. Okay, then in where like these are membership operators. Okay, so I'm not discussing about all the operators because then it will be a very huge videos. Whenever we will do the each and every chapters, we will get to know about the use of these all the operators. Okay, now the last token which we have discussed, which we have to discuss, is the punctuators. Now in other language also we learn about punctuators like full stop, comma, semicolon. So we have to use certain this type of punctuators so that we should know what type of sentence it is, and it is where to stop your reading, where to wait for some time. So all these things we have, you know how to write or how to speak a language. Similarly in programming also there are certain symbols which are used for determining where to start, where the program instruction has been ended, what is the where if to wait for certain instruction to execute or not. For these, certain rules are there, certain symbols are there to represent it. So these symbols are known as punctuators. Now the general definition of punctuators is that punctuators are symbols that are used in programming language to organize the program. So to organize a program, if you know other programming language, I think those who know certain programming language, you know that after each and every instruction, like in Java, C, we have to end with a semicolon. Okay, but in Python we don't use with a semicolon. But here, for example, we are using comma here, quotation, double quotation here, or we are using single quotation. These are all one form of punctuators. Okay, so now I will show you a simple program, okay, in Python. So if I for example, I want to do the a mathematical calculation. Now I have used one variable a equal to 5. Okay, again I have used another variable b equal to 6. Now I want to use a variable c equal to a plus b. Now what I have used here, a equal to 5 means a is an identifier. Whatever identifier, is a variable which is used for holding the value 5, and b is another variable which is used for holding the value 6, and c is a variable which is used for storing the addition of the two number a plus b. This is an arithmetic operator, this plus. Okay, now if I write here c, it is giving you the value of a plus b. It is giving you the value of c. You can also use the print function to get the value of c. Okay, now after this, for example, I want to print c and I want to write okay, bye. Okay, for that, if I have to write here print c, and again see, it is coming here again, print bye. So it is coming, but it is not coming like this. I want to display the 11, then again after that automatically by. Okay, for that what I have to do, I have to create a Python program using a script mode. For that I will have to go to the file, new file. So here I can write here a is equal to 5, b equal to 6, then c equal to a plus b. Then I can write here print c, and after that I can write here print hello Python. So what it will give? It will give you, or you can write this statement here before, and this one here I will write the statement by. So it is one small program. It is used for adding the two numbers and it will display hello by. These 3 lines will become automatically. So for that, what we have to do, you have to click on run, then run module. First of all, you have to save it. You can also save it before and then you can run it. So you can save it with any name. Let us save it with ABC. Automatically you will save it .py. Click on Python py. See, you are getting the output in the intermediate window. Okay, hello Python 11, bye bye. Okay, now let us do another program. I am using the same file here. You can use another file also. So here I will use these two variables a and b. I want to check if the value of a and b is greater, or value of a and b are equal to or greater than or less than. So for that, what we can do is that I can use one keyword if, which is used for decision control. All these are different types of the programming structures. I will explain all these things in further videos. Now we can write here if a is greater than b. Here I am using one logical operators. Logical operators or relational operators. Sorry, these are relational operators. Always gives two values, either true or false. Okay. After this decision control, you have to give semicolon. Okay, then it will print A is greater. Okay, whatever you want to print, same as it is, you have to write A is greater. If you want to display the name, it is A. Okay, so after that, else print B is greater. If I write here B, okay, so if I don't write here A and B, first of all I will show that one, then you will understand here properly. So this is my program. So what is the meaning of this program? It is A and B are both variables holding the value 5 and 6. If it is just if is used for decision, if it is the value of A is greater than B, it will check the value of A and B. If the value of A is greater than B, you will get either true or false. Okay, now what is the value of A? 5. What is the value of B? 6. So it is false actually. So if it is true, then only this line will be get printed. Okay, now if it is not true, it will go to the else part. Okay, so else part, this line will be printed. Okay, so this is just decision control. Depend upon the decision only your line will get printed. Okay, now let us run it. I have already saved it, so B is greater because the value you have written here as A was 5 and B is 6, so it is printing, it is not printing. But if I write here also the value comma A, and here if I write here comma B, okay, B is greater, which is equal to, also you can write, just I'm writing it, and first of all you have to save it again because you have made changes here, then run it. So B is greater 6. And 6 is the number, 6 was the number of value of B. Okay, now if I change the value of A as 10, now you do the same program. Now it will check A is greater. Now here this is greater, A is greater, now it will print. Okay, again I am writing here, see A is greater, which is 10. So this way we will just do the program. This is a very small program. Okay, and about the decision controls, about the if else and all these things I will explain in details in our further discussion. So as end my discussion here, if you have any doubt, please leave your comment in my comment box.